Third shot.
Here we go.
Okay.
That dude
Ready.
was not stopping.
I guarantee you that they're
Where's it
coming.
Kind of like, oh, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, which part?
Gallops. Lots of gallops. Horses, white hats, deputies. 2 of them dug out on banked.
Howdy.
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 Appreciate y'all coming.
My husband's saloon, no less.
Is it?
It is.
We was just complimenting on the inside.
Well, he did work hard on getting that place up and running.
Good. You got anybody coming with you? Or is it just
No,
you
sir.
two?
Just the two of us.
All right.
Please tell him the stipulation,
Oh,
deputies.
it was. I said I was gonna go meet with Georgia, and Jasper says if you don't send a telegram within 40 minutes of 3 minutes ago, we're gonna send every deputy. So as long as we send a telegram saying we're safe, he ain't gonna
40
send-
minutes is pretty fucking shit
Alright.
time.
We'll be done
Please
with that
send
before that time
everybody
comes
to
up.
We'll be
Valentine right now, so they're on standby.
Yeah, well, we're burning
Alright.
time talking about that right now, so.
It looks like we got a situation, it would appear.
Sorry about that. Got a twitch.
You're fine.
Billy, should we step out the rain? Would you like to go downstairs?
I'm perfectly fine out here.
Okay.
Thank you. If you'd like to go get a coat, feel free.
No, thank you.
So how are things with Saffron?
Who you asking?
Both of you.
At the minute, she's safe, but I should assume that that's not exactly what you're looking for.
Essentially. Perhaps.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm butting my head here, but so what was the whole thing with her telegram and deputies? How did that work out?
Her telegram and deputies?
Uh-huh.
You weren't there, Antonio, but Miss Banks was.
There is something I did say to Mrs. Banks, which I'd like to also inform you is please, no lies.
Of
Well,
course.
You're talking to someone who ain't gonna do that regardless, so.
So what pet excuse did she give you? Which victim card did she play you by? I'm curious.
I'm not really sure that we's on the same page here. I understand y'all work with a loyalty-based system between you. Okay. As do we. I ain't looking to get nobody killed for nothing. Okay, what Saffron did should not cost Saffron her life. What I've come here for is to see if we can negotiate an agreement where it does not cost her her life.
Notice how you have to do it because she can't.
Yeah, I'm really tired of people speaking for her. I really am.
You know, in the cave, she was the one who suggested we take Marcus Baker. That wasn't my idea. That wasn't Ethan's idea. That was her idea. She's not a victim.
That little
really
woman
isn't.
that you guys have safe or whatever is always so restless, so willing to go out there and be a little criminal, and then cower when any authority gets pushed upon her. And then you all, not saying you two, there are a lot of you that's come to that victim bullshit and feed into it and offer her sweet words and a whole bunch of other sugary bullshit, and you buy into it. Now, as far as Saffron's safety, it was expressed to Miguel to me. And we saw Miguel being arrested up in Van Horn area by a whole shitload of white hats. And then not 2 hours later, standing in the roads standing in roads as free man.
2 hours. He sent me a telegram 30 minutes ago.
Oh, well then even.
Speaking
So-
with you, Delgato.
Yep.
Delgato, you walked out the back door with him.
Yeah.
So care to
It's-
enlighten me or all of us, all of our ears to the relevance on what the fuck that is?
I was not present for this.
It's
I
fine.
can tell
He
him
would.
exactly word for word why I
Please.
did that and what I did. The reason why I'm doing so much for Saffron, and I'm being fully honest here, is because of what you people did to her in the first place. Are you gonna tell me what that is, or am I gonna tell you?
You already know what that is. So do we.
Right.
And that's something I've spent a whole lot of my fucking time trying to pay penance for with her. Because I really regret it. I do. And if I could have changed that situation, go back and fix it, I would have. I wouldn't have done it. I would have put myself in her stead. And I've told her that. And I've apologized so much. And I've also told her that I can completely understand if there's no way that she could ever forgive me for what happened there. Because it really wasn't meant to happen like that. That's the shitty part. And that's why it's very important to fucking choose who you do this shit with. Oh, we went with it. And she was a victim of that. Just like she's a victim of everything. She'll play on yours. She'll play on hers. She's played on ours. Everything. And now she's got the ultimate enabler. And that's Miguel. Whom I took his buckle from him yesterday. Because him and her and his presence in this family cannot coexist in the same. So we drew our lines in the sand. And he went on his way. Our beef isn't with him. It is with that little Tweety bird who keeps feeding you information that you so happily sit there with your fucking beaks open and take. So in terms of her being a safe person, I am completely beyond that. And if I do find her by myself, there is the possibility that I will avenge her mistake. Yes. Because what she did was a fucking betrayal. A 1,000% fucking betrayal. Towards me, towards my wife, towards this family. And I know you see that. I know you get a sense of that.
If it was any of the deputies, we could have been killed on her behalf.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't going to kill Marcus Baker because
Not at
I
all.
fucking gave my word on that.
So did I.
You know that water you made him drink? You know
Mhm.
he was at risk of having his stomach burn up from the inside out.
Didn't happen though, did it?
You know, had he not gotten to Jaina when he got to Jaina, as a result of the information I received, he would have been dead.
But he
And y'all
didn't,
would
did he?
have not kept your word. He didn't because of a certain set of actions that was taken, Mr. Colt.
And you do realize he would have never been in that situation if it wasn't for Saffron suggesting it, correct?
Why would
That
Saffron
doesn't mean you have to
suggest?
take the suggestion.
Because she's not a fucking victim.
She
She
ain't a
really
saint,
isn't.
Georgia. Not at all.
We make it very fucking clear to her that she doesn't have to do anything she's not comfortable with. We've offered her that to turn in her fucking vest, and she doesn't have to do jack shit for us, but she would still be considered family, and we would still protect her.
Oh, and
But
guess what? Any robbery we have, she begs to be on it. Whenever we're
Mhm.
sitting there, she begs to go rob. It's not us.
When she's idle, she's like, oh, I thought maybe we can go hit a general store. And then, oh, freak out because the police showed up. It's all
Deputies seem to
fucking-
act like they know the family, and they don't.
You don't.
I ain't claiming to know y'all. My question is, why would Saffron suggest something
I
And
don't
then
know what
send
caught me off guard as
information.
well.
Because you don't know her.
Her suggesting it caught me off guard.
Yeah,
I was
her
not
her
off guard.
freaking out in the cave last night regarding that situation, or 2 nights ago, fuck, I don't even remember. But anyway, I told Miguel to get her out of there because she's having like a miniature fucking freak out panic shit. I told her to get her the fuck out of there. And they did. And then she ditched him, went to the telegram station to let y'all know. She knew what she was doing. And I'm sorry. When I make my bed, I have every intent to sleep in it that night. You know what I mean?
To continue what I was doing. The reason why I let Miguel out the back door and cut him free is that I told him that, and this might have been the wrong decision, but I told him that he wasn't going to have you meet with you and him and Saffron and Ruby because I was afraid that y'all would just kill her.
And there you go
Delgado.
again, Delgado.
In all respect, if we were gonna kill her, there was nothing you can do to stop it.
Yep.
She would have been dead a long fucking time ago.
And this is what pisses me off. And I understand it's your job. I get it. It's unfortunate that you have to put yourself in such a fucking situation, but y'all do it regardless. You do it without even thinking sometimes. We're just gonna have a conversation with this girl. Find out her fucking motives for what she did.
I
And then tell
contacted
her to go
the day
kick
of.
fucking rocks and stay the fuck away from this family and stop opening her goddamn mouth like a fucking whore.
And that would have happened if he was to meet with her.
I
Mhm.
had contacted
Yes.
her the day of the fucking cave, trying to speak with her, and she ignored me.
She was scared.
Yeah, that's all
Because
she
she's-
is.
Mm.
And okay, listen, I ain't trying to enable her, and I'm not believing you either. But you still tortured her, no matter if you're sorry, no matter if
Everybody's
make
been
up for it.
fucked over in state. Get over it.
Yep.
Yesterday
Miss
alone,
Ruby,
I was
while I
stabbed and shot. Don't hear me complaining.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple of hours ago, I myself was kidnapped by some
Jesus.
fellas. Okay,
Ooh.
so it's not of any concern.
Might be.
It isn't. What I'm saying, y'all, is Saffron is a fragile young lady. Okay, the decisions she made
Are childish.
are questionable at best. But she's made them for a reason, okay? Now, none of us know how she's feeling on the inside. Okay?
She'd say she's fine.
But I have the thing is, Georgia. The problem we have is that she never expressed this to any of us. She would never talk to any of us. She wouldn't open her mouth. And we
Why?
try to be there for her. Don't
Why
know.
would she speak to somebody who tortured her?
Well, I
About her
didn't,
feelings?
and I've had multiple conversations with her,
Jesse,
especially after everything that fucking
in
happened.
all due
With all
respect,
due respect, y'all, I believe Saffron felt safer standing beside you than she did standing in front of you. Do you understand me?
Well, she fucked that up royally well yesterday, didn't she?
We gave her
hope-
options, Banks, that didn't have to be working with us or doing anything with
Yep.
us. We have Colts that don't even fucking do crimes, period.
Mm-hmm.
you want to know what she told me on that regard?
Huh.
She said
Please.
that she was scared of Ethan, and that she kept thinking it was a test. Every
Well, that's her
single time,
fucking paranoia.
Yeah.
She's paranoid
Yeah.
all the time.
Why would she be paranoid?
There's
She was
living proof
paranoid
in front
before
of
we
her.
even tortured her.
Yep.
But
Very
that
much
didn't help.
so.
That didn't help, did it?
It doesn't change anything, though, Delgado. Like I said, I've had conversations regarding that fucking shit multiple times. I've expressed my sympathy multiple times. I brought her into my family to shield her from anything like that ever again. That is why I extended the invite into the Colts. To
And
love
if-
her and show her and give her something she was missing. Not to treat her like shit. Not to handle her life in a disrespectful way. But to show her a completely different side than what we were offering to show her at the beginning. So why you want to defend that event, I understand. However, we are a little bit fucking past that.
Could I interrupt, Ethan?
With all due respect,
You can go, Georgia.
somebody who's been tortured ain't never going to get past it. And so I think it was a mistake on your part to allow somebody into his organization who has had that sort of experience at your hands. Would you disagree with that?
Not at all.
She's had options to leave. We gave it to her.
Yeah.
We offered her
No
our
Colt is
security.
bonded by anything.
Well, there was one. But
There was one, and now she's dead.
Yep.
That's fixed.
She was bonded by her own mistakes, though, nothing else. But if this hasn't crossed your two minds, she's not just in danger from us. She's in danger from everybody. The people who have the Colts have wronged, they realize, oh, a Colt member is no longer a Colt. She has no longer that protection. Now they're gonna go after her. Please.
Mhm.
Everybody is after her. And I'm sorry, but there's nothing White House can do for that.
We gave Miguel time to find her, and I gave him a stern warning. I told him, you better find her before we do, because that is her only fucking lifeline. And now, I have every reason to believe that her, and Miguel most likely as well, are in some way working with y'all, and giving y'all all sorts of good shit, painting her
What-
picture of innocence or whatever.
Now I
All
want
we was-
to ask
all
you
we
two
was-
that.
Go
Are
ahead,
they working
just-
with you?
No.
All I was gonna do was Saffron. That night. And I'll tell you the rest of what we was gonna do. We went back to San Denis. She sent y'all a telegram saying she wanted to meet. Right? We was hidden, waiting for y'all, but we weren't gonna come out, pop up, and arrest you. I had no intention of arresting any of you tonight. Not one.
Called it.
And you can ask every other deputy that was with me that I told. They'll agree. I wasn't gonna arrest you. If you came up just to talk to Saffron, just talk to her. Don't beat the shit out of her. Don't shoot her. Just talk to her like how you said. Then I wasn't gonna arrest you. I was gonna sit there and I was gonna wait.
Don't you see where that trust is kind of taken away in a situation like that?
I have a question, Delgato.
Answer me though first, please.
Of course, yes.
What'd you ask again?
I said, don't you see where that trust kind of dissipates a bit in a situation like that?
Especially when it's not told to us, but
Yeah.
we end up finding out anyway.
But it's made to look something different. But really, it's
What
just a fucking sheep in disguise.
When I told Saffron, if you want to talk to if you want to talk to Ethan, I could go with you. Just if you don't feel safe, I'll go with you. I won't arrest him, but I'll go with you. And she said, no, you're gonna get hurt, or she's gonna get hurt, or we're gonna hurt you, or something's gonna happen. So I came up with an alternative because she said she wanted to meet you. She told me that, and I believe her, because she said that if you had to find her, it would be worse for her,
Yep.
which it would be, correct?
Yeah.
So she came to meet with you.
I'll kill her.
Yeah, this is what we're trying to avoid. And that's
Well,
what we
I
was trying
wish
to avoid in
she
San
could put
Denis.
as much effort into that as you then.
Well, here's where I come in. Delgato, what type of group are we?
Outlaws.
Mm-hmm. And you, let's put yourself in my feet, okay? Or your brother's feet. Alright, you're in an outlaw group. Congratulations, you've been here for a while. You, decide to have a breakdown dramatically. Run off after being permitted to leave a situation you're uncomfortable with by the leader. Alright, you go and telegram a deputy. One of the deputies is lucky enough that they don't kill us because it was fucking Georgia and she actually has a fucking a pretty good head on her shoulders. You think an outlaw group is just gonna go, oh, okay, that's fine. Because she has her feelings hurt.
Absolutely not. No.
Now tell me, how would that go across for you white hats? If a white hat went and told a group of outlaws, hey, your friend is over here.
Treason, isn't it?
Treason. And what
And
is the
what is
punishment
the-
for treason again?
Execution, Jesse.
Exa-fucking-cution.
That is what it is.
I
You
don't
see,
believe
we're the
it.
same people.
I don't believe that's treason, but that's not the point. I understand what you're
Well,
saying.
it's because you live on a different side of the world than we occupy, sir. That is why.
No, I understand. I would still be pissed off, rightfully so. And you have the right to be pissed off as well. I understand that. I ain't arguing that. I just didn't want her killed. You know what she even said? I told this to her. I said, if Ethan comes up to you or whoever else, and punches you twice across the jaw and the stomach twice, kicks you while you're down, we ain't gonna do anything. The only time we was gonna come out to do anything, not even shoot at you, just tell you to fuck off, is if you killed her or if you tried to take her.
Well, the time is...
She wanted to talk with you, and we wanted her to talk with you.
We won't be taking her anymore. Those days are long behind all of us at this point.
Delgato, I do have a question for you.
Go ahead.
You said you let Miguel go.
I did.
Then why is it you walked back into the station?
Oh, he asked about Saffron. I didn't tell her. I didn't tell him.
Was he under arrest in Van Horn, Mr. Delgado?
He was detained and then he was let go. But I told him after today, he's fair game. The only reason I didn't arrest him today was because of how he's feeling for Saffron. But the things he did was still illegal. Just like how the things y'all did is still illegal. I'm not here to arrest y'all. I wasn't here to arrest Miguel. Now or before in Saint Denis.
Georgia, you saw a different side of me the other day, didn't you?
Yes, Mr. Colt, I did.
As a side I like to keep pushed way down
Well,
into
it's a
my
side
inner
I
self.
wish I didn't see, Mr. Colt.
I can imagine so. That is a side that is becoming far more easy to come up and say hello. If you understand my meaning, right? And it is
Mhm.
a side that is built because of betrayal. It's a side that is built because of bullshit and petty ass fucking nonsense. And that is a side that will rear its ugly head again very soon if this situation for her doesn't come to some kind of a fucking conclusion that benefits the fuck out of me and my people.
You're gonna say that one thing that we were curious about?
What do you
So what is
suggest,
it that
Ethan?
you need? Exactly.
Still thinking about that. I need y'all to back the fuck off, though, for real.
Of Saffron.
Hmm?
Or you mean now or off of Saffron?
Off of Saffron. You need to let this woman handle her own affairs and reap what the fuck
She's
she
fucking
sows.
old enough to handle her life by herself.
So it's the funny thing in the world to me is when somebody who works on the outside of crime is the first person that fucking turns to them when something goes wrong to themselves. I like to handle things a little bit differently. I like to handle my affairs privately. You understand?
I'm gonna
Of course
interrupt
we
by saying I
understand
do
that.
appreciate this conversation that you two are having.
Very much.
This does go a long way.
Words is the best way to handle a situation.
Agreed.
Which is why we wanted that conversation with her.
I understand that.
Y'all must understand it is not just our job to keep the general public safe, but we also, the two of us standing here in front of you, whether we agree with you or not that Saffron is capable of victimizing herself, we do have a relationship with her. We do care for her well-being. Okay?
About her putting Marcus Baker in danger.
One of the many people she has.
Well, that's something I'm not.
I give you my full fucking word, my life, that was her idea, fully her idea. Ethan can take my life if I'm wrong.
And I'm sure you both know of all deputies that we are people of our fucking word.
50-50.
50-50? What do you mean by that?
Some do. Some lie through their teeth.
Talking about deputies?
Yep.
Yeah, but these two, I trust their word.
George is one of the very few fucking good deputies. Antonio, you're alright, no offense.
Yeah, y'all. So this is what I'm saying is I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I ain't beating around the bush. Okay, I care about Saffron in some type of way. I know she can be a victim. I know it. All right. I arrested her shortly after she came into state for doing a general store robbery back when she was just on her own. Okay. She sat in there. She cried tears out her eyes. At the time, you know, I called her crocodile tears. You know, she getting herself into trouble and she not liking facing the consequences. I get that. I'm on the same page as you when y'all say that. But that does not mean that she deserves to pay for what she's done with her life. And I will do everything in my power to see to it that she does not pay for this with her life.
What punishment does she deserve?
What do you think would be
That I
fitting?
don't know. That I don't know.
Well,
Think
you
we
don't
should
want
let her
us to
walk
decide.
away?
Yeah, I do not want you to decide. That's what
So
I'm
tell
saying.
us.
That's why we're here. We're here to see if we can come to an agreement where she comes and she faces what she's done to y'all, but it don't end in a bullet in her head.
Alright, Ethan, did you hear what I asked you prior?
Is it regarding the one thing I said?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll shoot this on over there for effect and see what happens. Because I'd be interested to know. What if I could make you this agreement going forward? And it'd be completely bonded to me and my people.
Oh,
You-
wait. Add anybody else on top of it, because they're not going to take the deal anyway. So just deputies and every other person.
All right. We won't abduct any deputies or hurt anybody going forward
Mm-hmm.
if you bring us Saffron.
Bring you Saffron for what exactly?
There is a bit of a reality as well to add to this. There's always so much your state can fund to hide her.
Saffron has been with us for a couple of months. We know she can't fucking stay still.
Just a matter of time.
I'm fully aware of that. You don't need to do these underhanded threats with me, Mr. Colt.
That ain't a threat. No part of that's
It's
a threat.
reality.
I understand that there is very little we can do in the long term to keep that woman safe, which is why I'm trying to quash this.
Well, this is not
What I
your
would like
issue to
to
quash.
It is if you're going to kill her.
Well, that's between her and I.
If I was to agree to this, if we was to agree to this, and I asked you, Ethan, would you kill her? What would you tell me?
We'd have a conversation to begin with and then go from there. But there is a definite outcome for sure. Just like it would be with anybody who's offended or betrayed or committed treason upon our family. I ain't gonna lie to you about that.
Okay.
You know,
so,
we've out of all the time we've been in this state, we've done something to Jessica Dawson and Marcus Baker, and that is it. Right?
right.
Because it has a cult name attached to it, seems to get a whole fucking plethora of attention associated to it.
Yeah, how are the Men of Mayhem investigations going?
They don't.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot.
Nothing.
They don't
There
go
have been
anywhere.
no arrests. They don't even talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
But I got shotgunned and hogtied in a cave.
Mm-hmm. Shooting
my pregnant
pregnant women's is
wife.
alright. Yep, that's alright.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't us.
Don't even get me started on what they said about the child.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about
But
that.
anyway, this shit just pisses me off. Literally makes me want to just come through fucking town and shoot every fucking white hat and rid the fucking country of it. And then maybe that'll fucking make a big enough impact to where shit will actually fucking matter around here. Like real fucking shit. You understand that?
I don't mean any disrespect to you, Ethan. Especially because we have talks like this. But the things you do is still illegal, just like the things they do.
Yep.
The things the Morning Stars do is still illegal. The things that people do to Morning Stars is still illegal. It's all illegal.
What about the
No
things
matter.
that deputies do that's illegal?
Yeah.
That is also that
It
is
don't
also
matter though.
illegal.
Because they
No,
hide
it
behind
does.
the badge and
Of
nobody
course it
sees
matters.
It
Should I-
does
should
matter.
we tell
You
them?
have no idea what we're doing to handle that.
No, because
Well,
you
we
guys
don't-
ain't transparent like that. That's the thing.
Ethan, should we
Well,
tell them about what I told you?
That's up to you, but it don't matter. Ain't gonna change nothing.
Won't go anywhere. Yeah.
What's your
probably already
time
fucking
look
know
like?
about it.
You at 40 minutes yet?
We got 10 minutes before I need 9 minutes
All right.
technically before I need to send a telegram. I'm willing to have a nap here and wake up if needed.
All right. I never wanted
Sure.
anything bad to happen to Saffron, but unfortunately she decided she would do something that could potentially get 4 of us killed, and my fucking wife is included in that.
Which is what she did with Baker. Correct.
Yep.
Did Miguel ever tell you about the situation that he said he'd talked to you about from that time in the roads we were all talking? About when he was taken to that cave?
He never told me nothing about that.
Speaking to George on that matter.
Miguel ain't talking to us, y'all.
About the thing that we know that he talked to you about what happened to him in terms of what a
With
deputy
Dalton
did to him.
and dipshit Fields and all them.
No, he never talked to me about it.
Shocking.
He meant to get with me, but he did not.
But you might want to take it upon yourself if you get some spare time, maybe follow up on that. since it is such a concern.
But
And I
why
say
ain't
that
you
with
just
respect.
why ain't you just telling us about it? Because
Because that's his story to tell, not ours. But y'all got some real fucking crooked ass bitches that put that hat on every day and wear that badge and go around and flex that fucking muscle and get paid by the state to be cruel and wicked and evil.
And you keep
Y'all
an eye
ought to
open
take
on
your
that
fucking
field.
Dawson out there and shoot her in her fucking head. Y'all ought to take Fields out there and shoot him in his fucking head. And you ought to take that fucking Big Ben piece of shit out there and shoot him in his fucking head. Save all of us a whole lot of fucking work.
Same goes with Walter and Hershey.
Since, you know, they like to fucking pop people's eyes out and cut off fingers and shit.
Slash up their faces
Wearing
with
that
knives.
fucking badge. Just saying. Y'all this shit makes me fucking sick. I can't even look at your fucking shit and be honored.
Guess what? Colts have never taken any limbs.
Never.
Never
Never
taken
once.
any eyes.
Never once.
But guess what? A deputy has. Oh, 3 deputies have.
And it ain't the first rodeo for a lot of them.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not. They're
You can
experienced in
clean
that.
your house for you if you'd like. Or you guys can get busy and get to work and actually do some shit and earn some fucking integrity back in the
You-
state.
Don't know what we're doing to handle that.
Then tell
If I'm-
us.
If I'm gonna believe you on your word to me, then believe my word to you. Every deputy you just mentioned is being talked about. With
Well.
me, with my sheriffs, with the governor.
Yet they still roam the roads and do
Yep.
as they please.
You can't things like this gotta go through command. You can't just
Why? You guys can
can't-
arrest
you
me
can't
on a
have-
warrant for hearsay.
One fucking so-called witness statement
Just
warrant.
saying.
I'm still baffled by that because for the first time, you know, they didn't commit the crime they were fucking accused of.
these
We can
things
beat the
gotta go
bush over and over and over on this shit, but if you're working on it, I hope it doesn't take another year or two before you get a conclusion.
I hope it don't either.
Alright, I have a question then.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
Way to
okay.
fuck
Look
that
what
one
your
up.
fucking question did.
That
Look
was
what
a
your
good
fucking
Jesus
question did.
Christ.
Fuck you, Alex.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
I'm a
I,
magician.
shit.
I have a better question that resolves around this right now.
Well,
Do we
Spaghetti?
just do we no? Do we just
Continue.
kind of do we wake
Sleep.
up after?
Sleep and wake up.
Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
a good time to cuddle up and do a cuddle puddle or whatever it's fucking called and come back
Are
to
we
it in
waking
a
up
minute.
after storm?
And wake
or-
up after the storm.
What'd you
do we
call
wake
me?
up
After the storm, I won't be awake.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Wow, Jesse.
yeah. Wake up now. Go.
Wake up
okay,
now.
okay.
Go, go, go.
Pope and forcing him to drink something that
He
could
wasn't
burn his
bad.
belly up from the inside.
He was quickly released.
Okay, regardless. The belly burning liquids and the
I
beatings
don't know what
is a
burning
form
his
of
stomach.
torture.
Let me
Yeah.
just summarize it real quick. So you know when you have, and you might not, because you might not have never have done this on your own, right? But when you take people in kind of a, I guess the word would be a nefarious way, to rob a bank, right? And we've done 2 of them. Those are the only times we've ever robbed a vault in the whole time we've been in existence here. So hostages, especially the last one where we had 3 of them, 3 young ladies, 3 nice women, right? So this wasn't from Georgia, your aspect at all. You're always great. But you got some deputies out there that like to think that they have control over people because of the title that they carry upon their chest. And I understand that. It's a weakness. I get it. However, Baker is a different kind of breed. Because he just doesn't know when to fucking think and when to fucking speak. And this is probably a fault with parenting. I don't know. Maybe he drank some bad water growing up. I could care less. But all that was, thanks to Saffron, was to get a point across. Right? So, to take that power away and to make him feel powerless in that moment is a way to orchestrate some common fucking sense for him going into the future as a collective.
He's
That's
gonna
what
get
that
himself
was.
killed if he doesn't.
Yeah,
take
he
the
will.
message.
He will, Georgia. He absolutely will. Because there's a lot of people out there that ain't like us, that don't have that dignity and respect. Or they don't keep their word. Whatever you want to call it. That's a you call that a dumbing and down effect, essentially. Taking that power away from a man makes him see things a little bit more clearly going into it. Because every single one of those fucking hostages that we had were pissed as hell at all y'all. Because you just weren't listening.
Hostages and I were eating raspberries together. They liked me.
And in a situation like that, you You got to just dumb yourself down a little bit, drop the fucking ego, and understand that there are some things that you do not have control over. And I am a kind of man where I will take over control aggressively, like you heard.
Georgia, you said that you like you two want to protect Saffron, etc., things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Marcus Baker threatened her with Tobias. So, how do you feel about that?
I believe that situation has been dealt with.
Not from what I've seen. We brought it up and we were told by another. What rank is he? We
Don't
were yelled
matter.
at for bringing it up, but yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter if it was handled. He still has the same attitude.
Look,
He's no better than any of us.
that's the perspective I wanted to bestow upon your ears. That's the reason behind it. Wasn't to kill him. Fuck, we could have bent his fingers back, broke his hands, broke his fucking mouth so he couldn't talk, cut his fucking tongue out, done something real stupid like the deputies like to do. But we didn't. He's back. He's healthy. He's upright. He's fine.
Yep.
And hopefully,
Yep.
hopefully, that little bit of fucking shit that happened to him will make him think a little differently come the next go round. But I doubt it.
Well, I can't speak for Baker. I know him only as well as he allows me to in the time we spend working alongside each other, and I do believe that Baker's a good man. He's a young buck trying to do his job, and maybe he got a bit of an attitude on him. I will not dispute that. But all Baker does is backed by good intentions. I know you mentioned, knowing of some deputies in the department that ain't necessarily got the purest of intentions, and trust me, we's aware. You have somebody like Baker. I mean, the biggest danger he is a little bit of a too much talking, but he ain't gonna hurt anybody, and he do act with pure intention. So, with all due respect, were you trying to teach lessons? You trying to teach them to the wrong people.
Well, your perception on how folks is a little bit different than mine, apparently. That's okay. You know, I get really tired of having fucking problems with white hats. Because there's a lot more menacing shit out there for folks like me and my people to fucking deal with. Like, I'd rather have an issue with another fucking gang. But that
Right.
ain't allowed.
What do you mean that ain't allowed?
You always getting in the fucking way. You understand that?
Are you saying we're getting in the way of you taking out his issues with other gangs?
To an extent, yeah.
My
Definitely.
biggest question is why two gangs of outlaws bringing their issues to the law?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So maybe it's y'all getting in his own way.
I don't see that as fact.
Well, if we didn't know nothing about it, we wouldn't be getting in the way, would we?
Painfully true, I guess.
Gang wars are pretty fucking public eye, though.
Yep. They always happen, and
Nearly happened with the
Civilized
craze.
areas and
Remember
shit.
that?
Right. Okay, well, we getting off the track, y'all.
Yeah.
This train rolling. And the issue at hand here is Saffron Mitchell.
Mhm.
And what exactly you intend to do with her. I think Delgato and I's on the same page with we both want her to be alive and preferably not hurt.
And why is that?
Because she's a person and she
Does she
deserves the
deserve it?
right to live her life. Yes.
Why?
Same reason you do, same reason I do. We've all
Apparently
done
I don't. A lot of people are trying to take it.
well.
Yep.
And I'm sorry to hear that.
Is what it is. Comes with the
And they
territory,
shouldn't.
unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately. Absolutely. And Saffron might be at the same risk. I'm not saying that Delgado and I are going to stand by her side for the rest of her natural living life, but we would like to come to a conclusion with y'all here today that lets us at least think she got a chance.
Oh, she's got a chance. I'll afford that for sure. And you have my word on that. However, her needing to come speak to us, to our gang, to our giant fucking family of people who feel utterly betrayed from this disloyal bitch is very, very needed. And without delay.
I have an offer that Ethan can override if he doesn't like it, but I'm willing to speak with her, you, Delgado, and you, Georgian. Only those three. That's it. Our location, our terms. And if she doesn't, we could just have her fucking looking over her shoulder the rest of her fucking life.
I'm good with that. Me, Delgado, Saffron. Your location. Your turn. What you think, Delgado?
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
What are you fine?
No Miguel.
No, Miguel.
Nope.
No shooting.
Correct.
And I don't really like the idea of the whole timer with the telegrams, so
Yeah. Don't come with that shit again.
yeah. Keep it between you two, please. Easier for everybody.
Are you gonna pick a day?
Yeah, we'll let you
Tomorrow,
know.
Possibly, Ethan.
Let me know.
So as long as somebody tells me a day, and me and Georgia can tell Saffron. And Miguel won't be coming. The only reason I showed any kind of anything to Miguel, because I personally don't give a shit about him. I really don't. The only reason I didn't arrest him today was because of Saffron. That's it. Saffron is aware, and so is Miguel, that after today, from me and every other deputy, that he does have warrants and he will be arrested. Simple
Alright.
as.
So we have a fucking agreement there.
Saffron, Georgia, Delgado, no Miguel, no shooting. Your terms, your day. You let us know.
Mhm.
Done.
It's gonna
This
be a
is why
shame
we
when
like
she
talking
betrays
to you
you too
guys.
as well.
Yeah. Words is exchanged to get things done.
Easiest way to get shit done, because it doesn't need to be a bunch of fucking stupid petty killing and bullshit. Taking someone's life is a big responsibility, and it should be weighed as such.
I could not agree with that more.
We'll be in touch with you. We'll set that up. Makes sense.
Yes.
Maybe tomorrow,
Until-
tentatively.
Yep.
Tentatively, sure.
Works for me.
I have a question.
Shoot it.
Is Saffron allowed to walk around without being taken and grabbed by
Yep.
the Colts? And I'll tell her, as soon as I see her, when I let her, leave where she's at, that, me, you, Georgia, Ruby is going to meet on there, we're going to meet. We're going to talk it out. We're going
And
to attempt to
also
anyway.
that you will not snatch her up before this conversation.
That's what he's implying, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
That ain't happening.
Uh,
So that we won't be doing that, so don't worry.
we told the Colts not to act without Ethan, and if they do, they'll be punished. So
But understand one thing real quick, since we're on that topic. There will probably be additional cults there as well. Everyone will be following suit with the same thing that I am doing and that Ruby is doing, and then I'll honor our pact towards one another regarding this conversation. But I really want her to stand in front of the people that she's betrayed. And I want her to have fucking ownership in that more than anything else. And that could be the very fucking, that could be the deciding factor on how we proceed with her going forward. So you
I'm
get that through her
telling-
head, please.
yeah, I'm telling you too. If she comes and does not take responsibility and pulls a shit ton of victim cards, it's not gonna go well for her. Advise her to take responsibility on this.
I should imagine that she would.
You'd
Well,
be surprised.
just advise her.
You can't control what she says, you can't control what she does, and you can't control how she acts, just like we can't either. But she better come ready to have a real serious fucking conversation. And it's no I'm fine bullshit. Fair?
Fair.
Sounds fair to me.
Good.
Okay, good then. Tentatively tomorrow, I shall await your telegram.
Good. Appreciate that a lot. I do appreciate both of you coming out here, taking the time to have this conversation.
Yeah,
After
go ahead and
being
address
fucking-
that to either Georgia Banks or Antonio Delgato, not to the sheriff's
Probably
department
Georgia
as a whole.
Banks because fucking Antonio Delgato is a lot of fucking letters. No offense.
Noted.
Italian.
Yep. But thank you both again, really.
Okay, well, until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
You are all about to
Oh,
get
fuck
destroyed.
me.
God damn it.
Where's my horse?
All right, well,
I heard
I'm
your
gonna
horse
head
is
back up
amazing.
there.
My horse.
Yep.
All
Looks
right.
like the fires are
He's a
out.
good boy.
All right. Georgia Delgato, enjoy your ride. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Actually, scratch that. Fucking. I think my horse just killed itself somewhere.
Oh, shit.
You can take mine because I'm gonna go to bed here.
All right. Thank
Ruby,
you.
just
I'll
ride
bring it
on
up.
the horse. I'll take you up there. And
I'm going to bed.
you go here. Is
Yeah, I cannot move.
that what that sound is?
Shut up.
All
Good
right.
night.
Night.
All right. Take care. I'm gonna bring this right up to Hagen,
Good night, Teddy. Thank you, buddy.
and then sacrifice it because we have no food up there.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Okay.
buddy. Please. No, because then I'll have to buy her a new horse. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, you'll have to buy her one
Fuck you, Teddy. I'll find you. God damn it. All right. I'm going to head to bed too, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Great
head
fucking
to
work
rest.
today, by the way.
Thanks.
Seriously, I mean that. It's been a long time since we brought in a new person and they've stepped up to the plate in such a significant way as you did, so well done.
Tomorrow,
Yep.
when I wake up, I got a telegram of a lad that I do trust. He's interested, but I'll leave that completely into your hands.
All right. Aye, aye, aye. Well, continuation day tomorrow, right?
Alright.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably sleep here too, just in case she wakes up. We're together. Okay?
Yeah, no worries. You two
Alright,
be
partner.
safe.
You too, buddy. All right, that's going to conclude this episode of Ethan Colt and the Colts. I hope you had a fucking good time. It's kind of a long one, but we got some shit accomplished finally with this. But I appreciate everything about you. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next one, and stay fucking classy. Later.